What's up, lifters? Come hit a leg day with me. This is week 3 of the new strength program, and today we're looking to get a little bit stronger with our lifts, but we're pretty much repeating the same workout as we did last week. Just want to give you guys a quick view of this awesome mural that we got painted on the back of the gym. Just great taste to inspire all the young athletes that train here, looking up at Canada's best athletes and most hype moments in recent years. First thing I'm doing to kick off my workout is a little bit of sled. So just like last time, I'm going to start with about 50% of my body weight, which is 2 plates. I'm going to walk it out there and back. And then I'm going to do a quick sprint with it, rest a little bit, throw another 2 plates, go up to 100% of body weight and do the same thing. Just walk one out, get a feel for it, make sure I'm making good contact with all my toes, splaying nicely, strong shoulders, and always want to keep my hips as stable as possible. So I'll see a little bounce, a bit of bouncing in the hips. My hands are also quite high, after reviewing this video. I would like to see myself be lower and just overall have a stronger posture as I'm doing this. It's no different in weight, so it shouldn't be fine. I did wake up today in the yellow, which means WOTD says I have low energy levels compared to other days. So we'll just blame it on that. This is my warm-up set. I'm loving this machine. It feels really nice. I'm able to get to a nice deep squat position and really focus on making sure that my weaker ankle, my left ankle, overpronates. I got a lot of rotation in my shin, so it's one of those things that I'm really working on, making sure that, I got a good foundation. I can continue to get stronger with, the major movements like squats and thrust and deadlifts, and not get to a point where if I go any further, my ankle, knee, or hip or something tends to want to blow up. So making sure we build up the foundation, just coming in, just getting a lot of reps, hitting a lot of reps, different weights. So I went from no weights for my highest rep set, throwing a plate and a quarter like you see here. And then I'm going to go up to 2 plates. And then I'm going to finish off my heaviest set with 2 plates and a quarter. And again, just trying to get a lot of time under tension in that bottom position, progressing in load set by set, and just kind of self-assessing that ankle, making sure that it's getting as strong as it can through all the reps, and not letting myself fail from that principle there. So I might not go as fast as I'd like to see, overall strength levels go, but I know that the opportunity with this equipment is going to make sure that my ankle can get nice and strong. And then when I go back into barbell squatting and really heavy deadlifts, I won't have to worry about my ankle losing its position, alterating my knee or my hip, and just ultimately putting me in a compromised position. I want to stay active, have fun being active, and not have to worry about, my body breaking down. So if that's like you too, definitely make sure you're taking care of your ankles. One of the easiest things you could do is like I'm wearing in this video here is some barefoot shoes. I think more important than the barefoot is the wide toe box. But if you can get the wide toe box and barefoot, it makes for a really great training shoe. The only problem that I have with the barefoot shoe is you can't really walk around with them. So it doesn't really matter. You're never going to wear them. Your feet are going to start to hurt just from all the contact on concrete, right? We're not supposed to be walking around on concrete. And if we are going to be walking on concrete, we definitely shouldn't be doing it barefoot. Barefoot's great for, natural ground, but otherwise just find yourself a nice pair of wide toe box shoes. That's a great pair of dailies. But again, if you can get something like these are Vivos. They're awesome for your training because you could really get all that stimulation through your foot when you're asking your foot, your knee, your whole body to be strong and stay stable. So moving into some hip thrust. I think last week I just did 2 sets at 135 here. I'm just also going to go into this just week by week until I get 6-8 weeks deep, until I really start pushing it and just start hitting numbers here that I know I'm going to get green lights on. I don't want to be failing any reps. It's too early in the program. I'm still just want to focus on getting consistency with my training sessions and making sure that I can get a good balance with the diet, the sleep, and the training stress. See all those green lights, then start revving up a little bit higher, watching how those green lights might transition to yellow lights and kind of dealing with those as I go. So I'm just gonna go about 5 pounds, per side per set, and just go from the low rep range to the high rep range. On these, I'm looking to go anywhere from 6 to 10. Sometimes I'll do the 10 just if I don't want to go up in weight. But otherwise, if I'm feeling good, green recovery, unlike today, maybe I would have just jumped right to, 185 for this final set. the 135 and the 210s on each side. I guess that's 155. Felt really easy. But so that's just how I'm breaking it down. At least you might want to go a little bit faster. This is just my experience where I feel like a program can be best suited for somebody to get better is by not chasing PRs out the gate, but just chasing PRs in terms of quality control. If you can have a good foundation of quality control, a lot of reps hit without problem, a lot of time under significant tension in the weaker positions like the top of this bridge or the bottom of a squat, you're going to be really strong and be able to bust shit like that out without worry. And that's ultimately my goal, right? Is to have fun with lifting, enjoy the parts of life that otherwise are restricted to people that are strong, like athletes. Can't really continue to play sports as you get older without minding your body's limitations, getting stronger, and making sure that any use injury, constantly making that same move, whether it's hockey or soccer, is going to contribute to wear and tear. So just understanding where wear and tear breaks down, overuse injuries set in, strengthening those parts of your body can really make sure that you can keep playing that game. So for me, that place that really broke down a lot over my, high school years, younger years, just having fun, playing games, playing sports, was my ankles. Always stubborn and, hard-headed, determined to win and just kind of outrun or, outgrit in my mind. I would just raise my leg, and if I could raise my leg, I could take another step, regardless of what was happening with my foot. My idea pretty much in all sport was just to tie my foot so tight to my shin, with my skate or my shoe, that I wouldn't have to worry about it. If it was sore or hurting, I wouldn't have to worry about it. Looking back, I think that's the worst idea. Like, I'm not a fan of the Goggins mentality, because you get to a point where okay, I want to get stronger or build muscle or just not be injured as much. But that process of doing that shows you that, well, this is why you're injured and this is why you're not really going to be able to get stronger until this is dealt with, which is going to stop you from doing a lot of those things that you want to do afterwards. So looking back, hindsight being 2020, just do it right the first time.